up, everybody? Meriden Gaming here, and we're back for another World of Tanks Tech Tree Tank Showcase and Review. Today we're taking a look at the Tier 6 American turreted tank destroyer, the M36 Jackson. This is the last turreted tank in this line. This is the one that goes towards the assault tank destroyers like the T-28, the T-95, and the T-110E3, which are much more heavily armored. But they lack the turrets as opposed to the other line of the American tank destroyers. So what this tank basically is a Wolverine hull with a T-25/2 or a T-78 turret. This has the exact same gun as the other two Tier 6 American tank destroyers, but what it does have that's different is this frontal hull armor. It's got basically, it's like right at 90 straight on. And then with a little bit of elevation, you can get it almost to 120 using your gun depression. So you definitely have to make use of that in those situations. It does lack the speed of the other two American tank destroyers, but it definitely, that frontal armor allows you to bounce or absorb a few shells that they definitely would not. Let's go ahead and get over to the comparison. So we're going to be comparing it to the Achilles from the FV405 line of turreted tank destroyers from the British. Then you have the other line of the Americans, the Hellcat, which is all those turreted ones. And then I wanted to compare it to the king of Tier 6 TDs, or at least what's considered the king, the T-78. To show you the differences, I know it's a premium, but it's pretty close with two small differences. As far as the gun goes, the Americans all use the same gun, that 90mm cannon, but the Jackson does have a slightly faster reload. We're actually going to be able to get this a full second faster using a gun rammer here. It does lack the reload speed of the Achilles, but it makes up for it in the fact that the damage it does is another probably 75% higher, so at 240 rather than 150. And since we'll be able to get this down to within almost 2 seconds of the Achilles, you'll definitely be able to out-trade them in the long run. Alright, then we get down to, of course, caliber, like I said, 90mm, so anything like 29.5 and under, you're going to be able to overmatch. So those light tanks, some of the lightly armored mediums, and of course the artillery you'll be able to go through. Shell velocity kind of slow, but at this rate they're all pretty much the same. You will be able to get, I want to say it's either 1,000 or 1,100 for the AP, it's not H, it's HVAP rounds, which are your gold rounds. Then also the penetration on the gold rounds is 240, which allows you to compete with those tier 8s because you can pin almost everything in the side. There'll be a few things that you won't be able to, but it's respectable for a tier 6 for sure. And then what I always dream of, anything under 2, 1.63 aim time, so probably around 5 seconds for it to fully aim in. And we can actually, we're going to get this dispersion down to 0.31, so that's respectable as well. Not tack driving, but you can hit your targets. You may not be pinpoint accurate, hit that one little tiny pixel every single time though. Gun depression, yep, it's an American turreted tank. So 10 degrees, so you can definitely make use of those hills in order to hide your lower plates and absorb a few of those shots with your upper hull. Then here's the main spot where it differs. The mobility, its forward and back speed are much slower than especially the Hellcat, but everything else. So that's the one downside to this thing. Now, the main reason for that is the power to weight. It weighs quite a bit more, but because of that, it actually has slightly better reverse going across medium, hard, and soft terrains. So that will allow you to get into positions a little bit faster than the other ones, or it'll even out because they have the faster speed, but there are some locations where you'll be able to get into a slightly better position than they might be able to because of your traction. And then, like I said, the hull armor, this is the other main difference between the two. The T-78 is basically a piece of Swiss cheese compared to the Jackson when it comes to that frontal hull. Because there's a lot of stuff that's going to overmatch this. Anything, I want to say it's like 85 millimeters or higher will be able to overmatch the front of your tank. So that is one big difference between these two. And camo. We're going to be able to get this up to like 32 with concealment and Brothers in Arms. Actually, does Brothers in Arms affect camo? I don't know. We get up to 32, and then we get about 20 moving camo. So pretty good. That's tier 6 light tank categories as far as stationary. You could throw on a low noise exhaust or a camo net to increase that even more. But personally, I try to up the gun stats of this thing. Speaking of which, take a look at what are we going to do. First, camouflage paint. Always need camouflage if it's available. And then what you're going to want to get, pretty much, this is going to go for any tank I'm going to suggest. You're going to want Sixth Sense, Intuition, and then Snapshot and Smooth Ride. Anything that you're going to be shooting with, those are the skills you want first. Now, for light tanks, of course, you're going to want Concealment. So then it comes down to which one do you want first. Do you want Brothers in Arms or Concealment? Eventually, you want to grab both of those. And then after you have all those, that's when you're going to look at getting possibly Recon and Situational Awareness. So you can start spotting for yourself at the end of the game if you're one of the last few alive. Then for equipment, we definitely want to get that gun rammer. Gets us to 6.6 reload time. Then I would suggest the improved aiming, and then the last one is kind of up to you. I would go with improved rotational most likely, so I can get those gun stats even better. But there's something to be said for something like coated optics binoculars or your low noise exhaust to either help you hide better or view the enemy better. But like I said, I'm going to go with that improved rotational to make my gun stats better. Alright, so that gets us down to, like I said, 6.6 for the reload time, 0.31 for the dispersion. Our camo is at 32.32, moving camo at 20.99, so basically 21. And our view range is at 399. With the optics, it'll get you up to 429, I believe, and then the Vinox would actually max you out. So that depends on what you want to do here and how you play your tank destroyer, but that's what I would go with. Let's go ahead and get over to the actual gameplay. Now there's a visual glitch on this for some reason that shows that one tank is destroyed even though it's not. But yeah, we're going to be watching Larry 3 here of the Mutt clan uses Jackson to tear the enemy up.
Move out.
Which I think the visual glitch is because I had to rewind. Very interesting camo he's got going on here. The urban camo on the hull, but then purple paint on the turret. Definitely unique. Right, so where's he gonna go? Is he gonna go heavy line to snipe from the back, or is he gonna try to catch stuff crossing here? Looks like he's gonna try to catch stuff crossing. Oh, there's their light tanks. Ooh, and there goes half his health. Looks like he's gonna try to take another blind shot, maybe. Does not look like he hit anything. He might have. He might not have been able to destroy the light tank with one more shot. Looks like the enemy Churchill's coming down the bridge. So that means one less tank down the heavy line, actually. Oh, and their M6 is going down Ice Road. So they have no heavy tanks over in Heavy Tank Alley. Oh, he must have hit that ELC. The ELC is at 29. 39. I can't read that. I need to get that mod that allows me to change the color. The red ones, I can't read what they are half the time. Looks like he's going to relocate to get over here where the mediums are. He will definitely be able to help deal with those. KV-220-2 is a beast when it's only facing tier 5. So the fact that he's facing tier 6, he'll probably get destroyed rather quickly, especially against the T-3485. That thing is the top medium at tier 5 for sure. Premium though, of course, so that does help. Got hit a shot, missed it. He's gonna be taking a shot at the BK. Yeah, VK30. One shot into him. Can he get another one in? Nice, and a double tap from the Stritzvon on his right. Made short work of that VK for sure. Try to finish off this light tank here. There's another one. There's the first kill for him. Already probably close to 1,000 damage because of that hit on the light tank. It looks like he bounced the shot off the Jack Panzer there. I believe that is the one that you get from the campaign, so because that looks like it's got the shields on it. Ooh, artillery coming in. Trying to get away from the artillery. Ooh, he's gonna eat a couple shots here. Already down to half health. There's Skoda. Nice shot, nice shot. Gotta be careful not to take a shot from 34 here. This is why I like the turreted ones, turreted tank destroyers. You got that really great gun of a tank destroyer, but you can peek around corners better rather than having to roll your whole tank out in front. So you can play up front a little bit better than... Oh, comes another one. Boom, gone. 2 kills already. Around 1900 damage. T-34 once. Him again, or somebody, no, someone else is going to finish him off. Okay, now the Skoda. Nice, 3 kills already. Now they've lost the bridge and the ice road, so it looks like he's going to have to go back to defend. And AT2 coming up. That one's got decent armor. It's not great, especially if he ends up loading gold. Oh, Stug 4. Actually, I think the Stug 4 is the one that's the campaign one, isn't it? Not the Jack Panzer. Yeah, so you try to go through it with a standard round. That's not going to be enough, but um, gold rounds will definitely go through it. Tracks him. Track him again. Go for a penetrating shot. See, so I was saying he can bounce shots with this with the armor of this thing. Go through the front using that gold end of 240. See if he can do it again. Yeah, he even went through the mantlet there. Gonna get the final shot, or someone else gonna finish him off. Boom. Bounce another shot. Yeah, see, this thing does have armor for against same tier and lower tier. Yeah, you got lucky here where he's only facing tier 6s and tier 5s. It looks like he's gonna have to go help deal with the M7 and the Churchill. Although he does have a Leopard up there. The Leopard is one of the best light tanks at tier 5 because it has that autoloader that spits out a ton of rounds and has decent pen. Basically a machine gun on a turret. Oh, I think that Leopard may deal with the Churchill, or Larry be able to get there first. Looks like he's gonna get there. And boom, into the side. 6 kills. Already 3,000 damage because the one blind shot. So now they have the Dicker Max, the Valiant, and the Grill. Now the Dicker Max and Valiant were last seen on the heavy line. It looks like Larry here is going to go double check to make sure that no one is coming from south. Doesn't look like it, so he's going to turn around. Oh, there's the Grill. He says he's going bridge, although the Dicker Max was just spotted, so I expect he will probably engage the Dicker Max. I believe that's the premium German one. The Leopard has to be careful, because that Dicker Max can hit pretty hard for tier 6. Oh, he already did 300 damage, yep. And now we're going to finish him off. There you go, nicely done. Now they just have to find that Valiant now. That's the only thing left. He's already got 7 kills. Will he be able to get... Oh, now it's a shot. Nice. Good hit. Now he's a one-shot. He's gonna get that Radley Walters. I believe you have to have 8. Oh, there we go.
Vehicle destroyed.
8 kills. Very nicely done. Alrighty, so that's going to be it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats of the game. Alright, so Ace Tanker, Fire for Effect, Bruiser, Duelist, and Shell Proof. He did get that Rally Walters, which is a very sought after medal. High Caliber and Top Gun, all in the same. I mean, look at that. Ace Tanker, Bradley Walters, High Caliber, Top Gun. That is awesome. So a total of 3,600 damage, which is a lot for Tier 6. 8 kills out of 15. 950 blocked, so I believe that's actually over. Isn't that what the shell proof is for? If it's over your hit points, yep. 73 spotting or tracking, possibly. But yeah, that is how you play this tank for sure. You definitely made good use of that armor and the gun stats of this thing. But anyway, that's going to be it for me. If there's a specific tank you wish to see next, just let me know in the most current Tech Tree Tank uh, episode. I do record about 3 in advance, just so I can. Every time they update, sometimes it makes to where I can't record. So I try to have at least a week's worth that would be coming, whatever the next week would be. But anyway, this is Mirror Gaming, and I will see you on the battlefield.